Hey girl, I'm Kylie Pax. After a lifetime of emotional eating, struggling with my weight, and being a serial dieter, I finally found the missing key to weight loss and I lost 20 kilos. Each week, I'll give you my no BS weight loss advice so you can sprinkle it over your life and your dinner plate and lose weight too. Everything I teach you is fluff free. That means you'll learn simple strategies to master not only your weight, but your mindset as well. Girl, you get that in check and those extra kilos will never haunt your booty again. If you're ready to lose the weight for life, let's go. What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to another episode of F the Scale podcast. You are here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and as you know, I am thrilled and delighted to be here with you all. We are talking about a really, can I just say this in Australia, really exciting topic today. It's a really exciting topic. I am going to step you through the 5 secrets to permanent weight loss, honey. Not weight loss that lasts a week or two, not weight loss that lasts for a couple of days, not the weight loss where you jump on the scale, get excited, and the next day it's run away like a scared little raccoon. No, I am going to give you the 5 secrets to permanent weight loss. Because when it comes to emotional eating, oh my Lord, when it comes to emotional eating, listen, you hear me say this all the time. You can lose weight. Anybody can lose weight. A trained fucking monkey can lose weight. But when you're an emotional eater, as we are, it can come back just as damn fast as it left your booty. It can find its way back to your booty. So this is what we're talking about today. Now, before we dive on in, I want to give you a couple of highlights. Actually, firstly, I just want to thank you all for everybody who is downloading, listening, saving, and sharing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart that I'm so happy that you're finding value in these podcasts. I've actually received quite a few messages just this week from listeners who are saying, oh my God, this is changing my life. I've just found your podcast. So here's what I want to say to you about that. When you step up and give yourself permission to take ownership of your life, your relationship with food, and create the life and the body, as you hear me say, that is sexier than a hot fucking fudge sundae because you're doing it on your terms, you give another woman permission to do the same. So if you are finding value in these podcasts, please do go ahead. You don't have to even share it on your social if that's not your vibe. Just tell somebody that you've found the cool podcast and here's the changes that you're able to implement because of it. Secondly, I want to let you know that we are literally about 7 days away now from the launch of my free weight loss course. This is going to be every single last damn thing that I did to lose 20 kilos and keep it off. It's coming your way, people. So if you're not yet on the list and you want to be the first to know, well, if you're not on the list, you won't be the first to know, will you? You'll be the last. So skip your little booty on over to kyliepax.com/free course and you can throw your name in the little box and you will be the first to know when this launches in just a few days' time and you can start implementing the steps. Here's what's so beautiful about this course is that not only am I giving you everything for free, but this is really valuable shit. This is the actual shit that I did. This is not some lame ass fucking free course where they tell you to chew apple rinds for eat lemon rinds. No, this is the real deal stuff that I did to get that excess weight off of my body and send it screaming into the ether, never to return. So head on over kyliepax.com/free course and I will jump into your inbox in the next few days with this course. It's a 4-part video series and the videos range from, this is what I'm telling you, this is a course that you would normally pay hundreds of dollars for. The videos range anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes and the longest one is about 25 minutes. This is what I mean. It's really valuable and it's coming to you in video format shortly. So you know what to do, people. You know what to do. Now, when we're talking about 5 secrets to permanent weight loss, let's dive on in. We're going to start with, obviously, step number 1. Only makes sense, doesn't it? Step number 1. Now, I feel like I should rename this the 5 steps to permanent weight loss because it is 5 steps that I'm going to be laying out for you. However, I feel like they're secret because nobody talks about them. People just keep their little secrets to themselves and nobody says a damn thing. So I'm going to lay it all out for you. And there are 5 steps or stages or secrets, whatever S word you want to choose, that you need to pay attention to if you want to permanently break up with emotional eating and lose weight for life. And the first one is creating new actions that you want to become habits.
Now, what do I mean when I say this? We are creating actions all day long. You are constantly expending energy in the form of taking different actions, and you're doing it without giving it very much thought. So step number 1 is to create with some purpose and forethought actions that you want to create habits. If you don't want this shit to become a habit in your life, like stuffing your face with chocolate after dinner, running to the pantry every time you have a fight with your partner, like avoiding using food as an avoidance tactic for your life. If you don't want that to become a habit, because it is a habit already for so many of us, if you don't want that shit to be a habit response in your life, we're going to create purposefully some new actions that you do want to become habits. Now, the way I like to think about this is threefold. Now, this is really, really helpful. This I have done this little mini exercise so many times in my life, and I tend to do it at the beginning of each new year, but it's also a really great little exercise to do whenever you are in a spot like this and you're wanting to roll out some new habits in your life. You're realizing that some of the actions and habits that you're using right now and partaking in are bullshit, and they are not taking you where you want to go. So it's time to level the fuck up. This is what you need to do. You need to ask yourself 3 questions. What do you need to start doing? Because start is great. We all love that. Oh, I'm going to start a fancy new plan. I'm going to fucking start going to the gym. I'm going to do that. Like, great. What do you need to start doing? Also, what do you need to stop doing? Because if you're going to think about a whole bunch of new things that you want to start doing, I guarantee you there is an equal amount of things that you need to stop doing. Stop the bullshit excuses. How about we stop that? How about the bullshit habits, like I mentioned earlier, running to the pantry each night when you feel upset or after dinner, or just because you think you deserve it, you had a hard day, you deserve to be able to have something. How about, what else do we need to stop doing? Excuses, bullshit eating, non-meal preparation. Oh, I fall into that. Did you hear how I gasp? Because that's me right now. I'm writing out and doing my journaling and everything in the morning, and one of the questions I ask myself as I'm planning how I want to conduct myself for the day and what food I'll be eating and all of this sort of thing, one of the questions I ask myself is, and what might get in my way today? And I'm writing the same thing every time. Failure to plan with any kind of meal prep. What is happening lately is I'm just working through the day, finding myself really tired then when I stop at night. And if there is nothing prepared, I'm just going for whatever is easy. And it's not that it's bad, like I'm looking in the pantry now. It's not that it's bad, but it's not the most nutritious choice by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Like I'll just get some Indian packet Indian, and it's from Coles, people. Like, if you haven't tasted this stuff, it's fantastic. Like if you are in a jam and you're stuck, the Coles Indian range is really good. You heat it up in the microwave for 90 seconds and boom, there you are. It's great. But is like a TV dinner my best and wisest choice if I'm wanting to heal my body, repair my body, lose weight, like do all the things? Probably not. So what do you need to start doing? What do you need to stop doing? And thirdly, and this one is the bonanza, what do you need to keep doing? As I said, we very frequently will ask ourselves, oh, what am I going to start doing? I'm going to start doing all this great shit. And we get excited about it. We don't often ask ourselves, and what do I need to stop doing? But we sure as fuck don't ask ourselves, what do I need to keep doing? What habits am I already implementing in my life that are really good and working for me, and I want to keep them going? If I was going to answer these 3 questions myself, right at the moment, as you may know, because if you've listened to my podcast, you will know that I just recently had my Mirena removed because A, I don't need it for contraception because Phil's had the snip. B, it was making me fucking gain weight and I was furious. I kept it in for about 18 months, and I denied it for a really long time. Like, it's okay, it's all right, it'll be okay. Like, this is not really happening. But after we're getting close to the 2-year mark, I thought, no, there's some bullshit right here. I am gaining weight. I've tried everything. I'm doing all the things right. I'm following my eating codes to the letter and not losing weight. And so then I knew it could only be one thing. After my internet research, I found out that, weight gain was a very common side effect that they don't tell you. They tell you nothing about that. I'll tell you, listen, this little side note, when I even went to get it removed and the gyno, she just looked at me, she said, why do you want it out, darling? And I said, well, because I'm fucking gaining weight. And she goes, oh, nonsense. But no, she whipped that thing out good and fast. No further questions were asked. So if I were going to say to myself, what do I need to start doing? Definitely it would be meal prep for me. I need to start investing some of my time, not all of my time, not a huge chunk of my time, but some of my time in meal prep so that I feel very confident that when I close shop for the end of the day, when I finish, roll up and, walk in the door at the end of the day, I have something quick and easy and nutritious that I feel good about eating prepared for me. What would I need to stop doing? I feel like I'm tackling quite a few things at the moment, and I feel like I'm doing really well with that. But I would say making excuses stop watching so much TV at night. I'm like fully addicted to watching all the Desperate Housewives series reruns right now. Like I'm downloading them off of Disney. We've only got them on Disney, and like I'm just watching multiple episodes a night and spending way too much time doing that, when it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but I certainly have other things that I would like to be doing in the evening as well, such as doing some stretching for my body, things that are actually going to be beneficial for me the next day, that are not just time suckers, but that are going to be an investment of my time as well. And what do I need to keep doing? Oh, there's like 1,000 things. I've joined the gym. I would need to keep doing that. I need to keep doing my morning routine, which is going really well. Like there's a whole bunch of different things, and you know what they are for you. Now, the next sort of component to this very first step about thinking what habits, what actions that you want to create to become habits in your life, the next component of that is also another way that you can come at the 3 questions that we asked just previously. So if you're still not sure about what do you want to do and what sort of actions do you want to integrate into your life to become habits, this is another fan-fucking-tastic way of doing it. You can ask yourself, if I was already in my amazing dream body, I've lost the weight, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling energetic, I'm really healthy, I'm wearing the clothes that I want to wear, if I was already at that place, what would I have done on repeat to get there? And secondly, what would I be doing now on repeat in order to stay there? This question alone is like, this is a $10,000 question. Like you can come up with your exact plan of action that nobody can take away from you. It's unique, it's personalized to you because you're creating it, and it's valid and relevant for your life only. What would you have done on repeat? Because you can skip a meal here or there. You can take a fucking diet shake and replace a meal. You can do some stupid shit, and it might help shimmy you a tiny little way along the journey, but it's not a maintainable or sustainable way of achieving your goal. What would you have done on repeat in order to get you there to start with? And now that you are sort of quote unquote there, what would you now be doing on repeat in order to maintain that? Now, the second secret to permanent weight loss is to take everything you just came up with and schedule that shit into your routine. Don't slot in BS things that you think you should be doing just because it's going to help you lose weight. Well, I saw this girl on Instagram and she took this thing and she did the pill and she bought the shake and that made her lose weight. Well, that's what the ad said anyway. No, that's a BS thing. And even if it wasn't, it might have worked for her. She might have starved herself for 45 days and there you go, and now she's skinny. But is that going to work for you? Is that what you want to do? Do you fucking want to give up your meals of delicious, nutritious, enjoyable food and fucking drink a shake? Do you want that shit? Do you fucking want to replace your nutritious, delicious, amazing real food meals with a bullshit meal replacement shake? That is some fucked up shit. There's not one of us that has been immune to the lure of the meal replacement shake. We've all tried it. And yes, of course, you might drop a kilo or 2 or a pound or 2, but it's not permanent. It doesn't stay off. It sure as heck finds its way back to your booty almost in real time. That's how effective meal replacement shakes are. So what I'm saying is don't slot in bullshit things that you think you should be doing, or so-and-so's joined the gym, I should probably join the gym. If you're not a gym person, don't fucking join the gym. Find another way. This is what I like to say. Move your body in an enjoyable manner. Move your body in a way that feels good to you and your body. If that might look like windsurfing, walking, mountain climbing, walking the dog, doing some Pilates, whatever, do yoga and Pilates. It's what you need to do. Anything is fine so long as it's enjoyable and works for you. Now, the third secret, and this one nobody's going to tell you, absolutely nobody will tell you this, but I'm going to lay it on the line. You need to go micro with your upgrades. I want you to think about it like this. If you can envisage the whole picture of what your life, body, yourself is going to look like after you break up with emotional eating and lose this weight. Get that picture in your mind. Now, imagine that is actually a photo on your phone. So now you're looking at your screen, you're looking at your phone, the screen on your phone. You see the photo and this is you and this is what you're going to look like. And the reason I'm making you, imagine this is because we can zoom in and we can zoom out on our phones. I want you to think about zooming in. Like you are zooming in on your life, make your upgrades micro. So it might look like small adjustments to your meals. Instead of eating 2 courses every night, you might have 1.5 or 1. Instead of having dessert every night, you might start having it every second night. Instead of eating the entire box of ice cream every night, you might have half a box. Micro upgrades, not macro. Macro would look like I'm only going to I'm never having dessert again, and I'm never eating ice cream again, and I'm never going to have sugar again, and I'm going to exercise for 4 hours a day. I'm trying to stay calm. That's some fucking bullshit. You know it is. That is a macro upgrade. It's huge. It's ridiculous, and nobody is going to stick with such an enormous change to their life, certainly not in one hit. That can be your end goal. If you want to do this, by all means, if you want to be a person that exercises 4 hours a day and never eats sugar and fucking lives on rabbit food, if that makes you feel good, go your hardest, honey. But you certainly cannot go from eating 3 meals of Maccas a day and 4 tubs of chocolate at night to no sugar, 4 hours of exercise. That's not a thing. Okay, now point number 4, just as we referred to previously there with your micro upgrades, you also need to periodically, not all day, every day, but periodically from time to time, once a week, now and then, assess the macro vision for your life. Why is this important? Because you need to know if it's important for you to pivot at some stage. If you have this macro vision for your life, and this is what I say to you, where we talked about with point number 1. What are the changes that need to be made? What are the things, the actions that you want to take that you're now going to implement to become habits? What do you need to start doing, stop doing, and keep doing? That is your macro vision. Then you will go micro. You're going to zoom in. That's your zoomed out vision. Then you're going to zoom in and go, great, what are the very small changes that I can start with? But periodically, I want you to zoom back out and look at the picture as a whole. Are the current changes that I am making still moving me in the direction that I want to be moving in to get me where it is that I want to go? If not, then it's time to also, whilst you're looking at the zoomed out vision, just pivot, make small and slight changes, just adjust your course in small micro ways to make sure that you do end up, if you were to look at the zoomed out vision of the picture as a whole, you're still moving in the right direction. Now, point number 5, people. This is the 5th secret. And I feel like so many parts of what I'm about to tell you are a true secret, because you hear a lot of talk about motivation, discipline, dedication, and it's great. And also, but not only and also, at the end of the day, there is a level of commitment that will be required on your part, and an understanding that this isn't going to feel good, so don't fucking get upset when it doesn't. If you are a person that currently eats an entire tub of ice cream after your meal at night, and that's your downtime, that's your relaxation time, that's your, like for me, that's your Netflix and chill time, then don't expect it to fucking feel good when you start telling yourself, I'm only going to have a half a tub. And or, in fact, I'm not going to have the tub at all. I'm going to put some in a damn bowl. And if I want to go back for a little bit more, I can, but I'm going to start portioning out my amounts of food that I'm having. I'm not just going to sit there with a tub until I hit the bottom. Do you think in any part of your brain, like I really want you to weasel around in there, do you think that's going to feel good? That is not going to feel good. That's going to feel like shit. Not only is it going to feel like shit, you're probably going to get angry, maybe at me, because I'm the one who told you to do it. But it's not going to feel good. Here's what I want to say to you about that. Don't be fucking surprised when it doesn't feel good. When it doesn't feel good, I want you to go, oh shit, yeah, Kylie told me this wasn't going to feel good, so I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to get hysterical. I'm not going to rebel and eat 2 tubs now because I'm fucking mad that I think I can only have one. No, you understand fully and own completely that the changes that you want to make and growth, in fact, in any form, doesn't feel always like a skip through the daisies. Sometimes you need to, how should we say, you need to parent yourself, basically. It's like we live with a ratty little bratty 2-year-old living in our head that is constantly screaming, wanting what it wants. And for you to say no is not going to feel good. Just like a small child would definitely not enjoy it if you said no when it's wanting something, your brain, the voice in your head, is also going to kick up a huge stink. It's going to have all the excuses and all the reasons why you should keep on eating. I'm here to tell you that is the time, really, for you to look at the macro vision for your life, the zoomed out vision for your life, because you're currently looking at the zoomed in version going, I want this ice cream. That is when you need to zoom right back out and go, yeah, I do understand that my feelings right now want the ice cream, and also I'm heading towards this bigger macro zoomed out vision for my life. And right now that is more fucking important than a bowl of some fucking cream from the dairy with a bunch of bullshit sugar and toxic colors poured in it. Here's what I want you to really get about that. You think that if you eat the ice cream now, you can avoid being deprived of the ice cream, and that, of course, doesn't feel good. Listen, get this very fucking clear. There is deprivation either way. It doesn't matter which way the cookie crumbles, there will be deprivation involved. You can eat the ice cream now and think that you've somehow escaped not feeling good by not eating the ice cream. But get ready. You've deprived yourself. Sure, you ate the ice cream, but now you're being deprived of the life you want, the body you want, feeling good tomorrow, like feeling energetic and high vibe and proud of yourself tomorrow. All of that instantly fucking goes away the second you start putting the ice cream in your mouth. Or you can say no to the ice cream now and deprive yourself of the ice cream. And then you get to have the life you want, the body you want, the energy levels you want, the pride in yourself, the self-recognition, the self-control, all of that is instantly there for you. But get it very clear. Either way, there's deprivation, so choose fucking wisely. I want to thank you again for your time today, for staying around and playing with me. I know this was a little bit of a longer one today, but I'm really thrilled and delighted. I think we covered some really valid points. If you enjoyed today and found it valuable or even mildly entertaining, please go ahead and like, love, and share on social. You know I love to come and play with you. Share your comments below, and I will always come and hang out with you in the comments. As always, please do remember, oh, come on. The only person who has the power to change your life is you. When you step up and start looking at both the zoomed in and the zoomed out vision of your life, ask yourself what true actions you do want to implement and make habits in your life, and understand, most importantly, that just by eating the chips, chocolate, cake, cookies, ice cream now doesn't mean you escape pain. You've just bought yourself a world of pain coming tomorrow. When you really get all of that, that is when you've got what it takes. I'm sending you tremendous amounts of love. Can't wait to see you all again next week. Until then, my loves, bye for now.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com/free course and sign up for my free weight loss training so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without the BS diet drama. I'll see you next week.